Hello, David. Sam Vance.
Ah, my favorite private eye. Don't tell me you found out who my rival is.
Merry Christmas. A little early.
Well, you found him? You found the guy that's going to challenge my claim to be heir to the trust fund?
Listen, I don't want to talk on the phone. Can you stop by?
Tonight, Sam, is Christmas Eve.
Trust me. You don't want to wait on this.
Okay, yeah, I'll be right there. Thanks for calling.
I'll get it.
Oh, no, you don't. Show Uncle David your costume.
Oh, let's see. Ooh, that is nice.
Cord is taking them caroling, and then we're going to meet up at the church for the service, which will give us a little time to be alone.
Hey.
See? I'm the innkeeper, and where there's no room. And she's Mary.
All right. You guys are great.
Oh, okay. I heard you the first time. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
It was.
Daddy!
Excuse me. Hey,
Look at you two. You look great. Wow, look at this.
Cord.
Yes.
What is she doing here?
Blair, she's coming with us. That's what she's doing here. You know exactly what she's doing here. We're going caroling, all four of us.
It's mead. Not Egyptian, but very, very traditional. Wassail.
I hope there's enough bourbon to wassail it down with. It almost, I say almost, makes me look forward to going to church. Ooh.
Paul, quit griping. You know you love Christmas, even the service.
It's going to be good to have the grandkids around. They've all been down at Tidewater. Hasn't felt much like the holidays.
Well, most of the kids will be at church tonight. I mean, CJ and Sarah, Kevin, Jessica.
And Joey, of course.
Well, Joey might not make it.
Why not? What's more important than Christmas Eve with the family?
Pa, Joey is involved romantically. Vicky and I are having some problems there.
Oh, because he's seeing some gal?
Not a gal, exactly, Pa. It's a full-grown woman.
Ooh.
He's, involved with Dorian Lord.
Thank you so much for bringing me home last night, for staying.
Well, you don't have to thank me for that. You were pretty upset after the way things went down in Tidewater yesterday.
Well, Cassie isn't going to be coming here for Christmas, that's for sure.
You'll work that out, though.
Well, even if she isn't going to be here, I already know this is going to be one of the best Christmases I've had in a long time. A long, long time. Is there a law in this city that says no kissing on Christmas Eve?
Save my place.
I promise. Tell whoever it is to go away.
That's my plan. Mom.
Merry Christmas, Joey.
Sorry to interrupt.
You're not?
Rivers should be up from Snap any time. I'll make sure that he's ready in time for service, and just want you to know.
Cassie, wait, please. Maybe this isn't the best time.
Okay.
What is going on? I mean, when we were at the country club, you are so supportive of me, of us, and then we come home, and it's like everything changes.
It's not true.
It is true. When we're at home, it's like you don't want me to touch you. You don't even want me to be near you.
You know, Andrew, you're right. Now's not the time.
Cassie, I need to know, before I go to Mass, I need to know if we still have a marriage.
You know, this looks like immediate family business. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to meet you at St. James.
What?
Okay?
Dave,
Yeah, I'm
no.
going to meet you at the church.
No, Dave.
I got some last-minute Christmas shopping to do, everybody. So, I'll see you later, okay? Cord?
David?
Blair?
No. See your costumes, Daddy? Yeah. I'm the innkeeper. She's Mary. I get to throw her out.
Boy, you guys look just great. Why don't you say hello to our guest?
Hi.
Hi. You know, I think you guys look pretty terrific, except I believe we are missing Smiles here.
Yes, that's me. Me too. What is it?
Well, you'll have to open it and find out.
No. We don't open those until tomorrow. Okay, what do you guys say?
Thank you. Thank you.
And I believe I have more under my Christmas tree.
Oh.
You do?
Oh, I tell you what, kids, why don't you take those right now and put them under that Christmas tree, get your coats on and get back out here because we gotta go caroling, remember?
All right, be right back.
Okay,
Okay,
can you
good.
show me your tree?
Sure, come on.
Let's go.
Got it? There you go.
All right, show me.
All right, Cord.
Tina, I don't want to hear a word about this, okay? I'm taking Blair and the kids. We're gonna go out. We'll go Christmas caroling.
All right,
All
but
right,
I
that's
just...
all I want to say about this. Look, we've got this arrangement, right? Now, it cuts both ways. I don't interfere in your life, and you don't interfere in mine. Now, that's our deal.
Yes, I know, but
No
you should
buts.
stop.
Subject is closed.
Fine. As long as you're driving, Cord, giving her record behind the wheel, okay?
Gotta get that in.
Yeah, well, you know, it's true.
We're ready to go. You should come too, Mom.
Beautiful tree, Tina.
Well, kids, kisses. Bye. Have the best time that you possibly can, okay?
Don't worry, they will.
But first, we gotta do this. Remember, Dad? It's a present.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got a quick stop we need to make first, okay?
That's fine, as long as we're all together.
Okay, then come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Got some songs to sing, huh?
Ready? So, where to, gang?
To our Dini's house.
Well, who is that?
That's the kid's name for Todd Manning. Okay, kids, come on.
How still we see the above thy deep
All right, Blair. Hey. Short beat, Blair. It's me. Todd, and, well, I just called to thank you again for yesterday. Best Christmas present I'm gonna get this year. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Mary.
Do we have a chance?
I don't know, Andrew. I don't think I can answer that right now.
Okay. Can you tell me what you're thinking? Cassie, how do you feel about all this?
I know that Blair was wrong when she said what she said about you and Marty. But even though you didn't make love, you wanted to. The desire, the attraction was there.
It's over. It's over. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can believe that. But that doesn't change the way I feel. Now, I will do what I can to protect you in public. I will do what I have to do to make sure that your ministry stays in your hands. But, Andrew, in private, I'm sorry. I am not going to ignore what's going on inside me.
But what do I do to make this up to you?
God, I wish...
What? You wish what? Tell me. What? Go on.
I wish that you could help me feel the way I felt about us before all this happened. Our marriage. That would be the best Christmas gift ever, Andrew. The Christmas... Christmas I wanted. The Christmas that I don't think I'm gonna have. Go ahead.
Will you wait so... Dad,
good evening.
Come in out of the cold.
No, we didn't expect to see you before the service.
You know, you're coming down here
yes.
from Tidewater yesterday. That was a mistake.
All right, all
You don't
right.
need
That's
to do
enough. I know what I need. I need to see you right now. This can't wait. Your future at St. James could very well be decided tonight.
Mom, what are you doing here? I thought you were still in Tidewater.
Well, Sloan and I both came back. He felt that he should be here for Andrew to support him against these dreadful charges. Anyway, I wanted to make sure that you had this in time. It's for under your tree. Joey, I realize things are very strained between us. But I want you to know that despite that, I still love you very, very much. Please take it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I hope you like it. The whole family is going to get together tonight after the service. I thought if you would like, you could join us.
I would like to. Now, does that invitation include just me, or does it include the both of us?
No, Joey. I'm sorry. It does not include the both of you.
Then I'm sorry, too. I won't be there.
Fine. Are you at least going to go to church?
I don't think Dorian would be very comfortable there either. Andrew was pretty rough on her. So I won't be attending. And I guess there's nothing else to say.
Well, I can see that. You're right. I hope you enjoy your gift and your evening. Good night.
Mom?
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
What the hell are you talking about? Dorian's older. She's too old for Joey. Dorian Lloyd has no right to corrupt one of my grandsons.
Really? What a thought. I mean, such immorality. Whatever happened to, standards?
Right.
Family values.
Like she said.
Black widow, ready to suck another victim dry.
What are you going to do about it, Clint?
Most disgusting thing I ever heard.
You listen to me. Now listen to me. Dorian Lloyd cannot do this to Joey. She'll ruin him. The kid's not even half her age. There should be a law. People like her should be strung up and... Hey, ho, don't you give me that look. We're not talking about me. And this is no kid.
Oh, I'll get it. Okay.
I never said a word.
Hello?
Oh, Alexandra. Elizabeth here. McNamara?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't expect to hear from you tonight, not on Christmas Eve.
Well, I wouldn't mind being at home with my family tonight either. However, you did urge the vestry to move as soon as we possibly could on this matter of Reverend Carpenter stepping down from his position at St. James.
After last night, I thought you'd spoke to Cassie and Andrew, and I thought the whole thing was settled.
Well, it didn't seem quite the thing to do, to make a public scene at the club. However, I'm very committed to ending this whole scandal before tonight's service, if possible. I've asked the vestry to meet, and I intend to bring this whole sordid matter to a vote tonight. However, there's just one difficulty with voting tonight, and I thought perhaps you could help.
If I can.
You see, the problem with voting tonight is that we are one vestry member short, since Victoria Buchanan gave up her seat, and I wondered if you could replace her.
On the vestry board?
Would you mind terribly coming down to the church now? Of course, that is assuming that you would like to take your rightful place on this influential board. If you're willing.
I'm willing. I'm willing. I'll be right down. I'm on my way. I'm on my way is right. I don't understand. We spoke to the vestry last night. Elizabeth, Virginia, Norma. I thought that they were going to wait till after the holidays if they were going to bring charges against him.
Did Elizabeth say those words, or anyone?
No.
What did you hear, Dan?
Renee called us at Landfair and told us that Elizabeth McNamara has scheduled an emergency meeting for the vestry committee before Mass tonight.
What?
Right. Yeah, it's all right. I got a call from Renee, too. I didn't want to concern you, and I'm not worried about the meeting.
Well, maybe you should
No,
be worried.
it's happening too fast. Listen, at the moment, there are 4 members on this board. Renee is on my side. Virginia, there's no way she's going to be convinced by Elizabeth.
Are you sure
I'm
about
positive. I know Virginia. She knows us very well. We've been through all this rumor stuff. Now, even if Elizabeth McNamara brings up a motion for my resignation, it's not going to pass. There's simply not enough votes to bring a petition before the bishop for my removal.
Listen to me. Elizabeth McNamara wouldn't have scheduled a meeting if she wasn't positive she could put her agenda across. This woman is crafty. She is politically savvy.
Dad, don't blow it out of proportion.
I am not blowing anything out of proportion, for God's sake. I'm trying to make you understand.
Dad,
Sloan, what is it?
sit down.
Oh.
Dad, sit down, please. Are you all right? What is wrong?
Can't stay long because I'm taking the kids out caroling.
We've got a present for you. Open it so we can see.
No kidding. Here, you help me over here, okay? Should we rip the paper?
Sure, go ahead.
Here, you help me. Oh, hey.
It's to go with the other one we gave you. Yeah. It's his friend. Everybody needs a friend, even big superheroes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they do.
Do you like it?
Best present I got all year. Thanks.
I just brought them over. It was all their idea.
Daddy,
Hmm?
could he come sit in with us? Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Come on.
That's nice. It's nice to be asked. But I can't. I got plans for tonight.
What kind of plans? A big party or something?
Excuse me, this is, I haven't had a visitor until now, all of a sudden.
Todd.
Hey.
Oh, you finally found a space, huh?
Yeah. Cord invited me to go with the kids to Carol and then St. James. We're gonna have a real good time, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, you bet. She gave us 2 big presents, and she said there's gonna be more under her tree.
Great.
Right, Blair?
That's right.
That's great.
Hey, Blair, did you see what the kids got for Todd for Christmas?
No. It's nice, Todd. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I like it a lot.
Blair? Did you bring Todd a present too? It's Christmas.
Whoa, whoa, oh. Well, it's Christmas Eve, and where in the world is David?
Okay, Sam, make me happy and make it fast. What did you find out that can't wait?
Plenty.
Well, come on, tell me. What is it? It's got something to do with Barbara Jones, right? Irene Clayton's friend.
Got it.
Okay, Barbara raised Irene and Victor's son as her own, and?
And I have all the rest of the information. Everything you ever wanted to know about Barbara Jones and her life.
May I?
I work for you, Mr. Vickers. The file is yours now. Help yourself. I told you it was only a matter of time. Give me enough rope and I find what I'm looking for.
This is it. You did it.
We aim to please.
Yes, Sam, after all this time, nobody could find the answer, but you did it. This is just what I'm looking for. This is just what I'm looking for.
Listen, Sarah, you know better than to ask somebody if somebody else got him a present.
Cord, it's all right. It's all right.
It's no problem, Cord. Besides, Blair already gave me a present. And do you want to know what it was?
Yeah.
Todd.
Well, she drove you here to visit me with your dad. And that's the best. That's what Christmas is all about.
And church. And singing. And Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's right. And you guys better hit the road, otherwise there won't be time left for caroling.
Are you coming to church?
No, Sarah, I don't belong to St. James.
Well, that's okay. You should come and see us in the play.
You know, I'd love to, but I got stuff I gotta do. But I'll be thinking about you guys. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I love you, Rowdy.
Yeah. Me too, Sarah.
Okay, kids, come on. We're out of here. Let's go.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, Todd.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Bundle up.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Goodbye. You left this here.
Thank you. Todd, I left this on purpose because I wanted to come back and say thank you for, well, for not saying anything about what happened, well, about the Christmas present. And I just think that maybe it's best for both of us if we pretend that it never happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Todd. Have we met?
Thank you. Take care of yourself, Todd, okay?
Somebody's got to. Merry Christmas.
What is it? How do they know these things?
Aspetta, I'll go check to see if dinner's ready.
All right, sweetheart. Yes, what?
Dorian, it's David. I'm glad you're home because I'm coming over.
No, you're not. Joe's here.
Well, you're just going to have to get rid of him then.
Good night.
It's about the heir, Dorian.
What?
The Lord heir, the real heir, and I can't wait. Clear the decks. I'm coming over.
You can't. All right, I'm...
Won't be long. Who was that?
Nobody. Well, actually, it was somebody, an old friend, an acquaintance who, was calling to wish me Merry Christmas.
Is there something wrong?
I guess it brought up a lot of feelings, emotions for me, you know, about old friends and times and how quickly it all goes, Joe, and you really, you can't get it back.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
This is going to be the first Christmas you'll have spent without your family. I mean, does that feel right to you?
I am where I want to be.
Darling, you are so close with your family. Maybe you should be with them.
No.
Darling, how about this? Just spend a little while with them. An appearance at the church. Sweetheart, your mother has been through so much. Make her happy. And if you go, you can see Cassie and tell me how she looks and what people are saying about her and Andrew. Darling, go. Please. For my sake.
You're something else, you know that? And the answer's yes, I'll go. I'll do whatever you say. Always. But just the service.
Just the service.
You really are amazing. God, there's nothing you won't do for people you love.
Here, Sloan, drink this.
That's what I need. Exactly. Thank you. Not that I mind the concern, but I'm doing very well. I have moments, yes, and when they're over, I feel great.
I can't help but feel responsible for this.
For my Hodgkins?
Not your Hodgkins,
Let me be
but
the first.
my problems. I feel responsible for my problems. They're my fault, and it's not making things any easier
Look,
for you.
my illness and your problem are two different things. Let's just keep it that way.
I'll get it.
Do you want some more water or anything?
Finish this.
Vicky. Hi, Cassie. I hope you don't mind my just dropping in.
No, of course not.
Thank you. I knew that Sloan
It's Vicky,
was here.
Andrew. Yes.
How are things going?
Hello, darling.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah. A little short of breath, so I'm fine now.
Sloan, wouldn't you like to rest for a while? Lie down?
Yes, you should go back to land fair.
No,
that would be good. It would make us all
We've
feel
been over
better.
this. I promised you I would tell you when things got bad. This was nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes. And I can't rest. Who could rest when things are going this way for you?
It's not even something that you need to be involved
cannot
in,
and
Dad.
will not stand by and do nothing. You need me. McNamara planned this meeting for tonight. You need a defense. They're probably plotting against your position at this very moment.
But how can you do this to Andrew, Elizabeth?
Oh, Andrew's already done it to himself with Marty Saybrook.
But shouldn't we at least stand by our minister?
Not at this price. At what price? These are lies, pure and simple.
Our church is at stake, Renee. Ah, Alexandra, join us, dear.
Oh, isn't this beautiful?
The only thing that I see at stake here is the life and work of a deeply religious and moral man who was attacked once before, falsely.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because St. James's good name was damaged not so very long ago, and by Andrew, and falsely accused or not, we cannot afford to go through that again.
I agree. Our church leaders must be an example. We cannot afford even the slightest hint of impropriety.
We? And who is this we?
We, me, us, the members of the church.
I see. And how long have you lived in Landview? No one saw you inside St. James until you married Asa. And what are you doing here anyway? Why is she here?
At my invitation. As chairman, I have asked dear Alexandra if she would be willing to serve on the vestry.
What?
Well, just until we have an election. I mean, there has been an empty space ever since Victoria Buchanan resigned because of her husband's poor health. So, I made the appointment.
And I was kind enough to accept.
Now, there's just one thing needed to ratify dear Alexandra's position, and that is for someone to,
Oh, I second.
Oh. Really?
Well, I object. So do I.
Noted, but passed. Well, Alexandra, you are now a member of the vestry of St. James's Church. Welcome.
Thank you. I am so deeply moved.
Yes, dear, I'm sure we're all looking forward to hearing your views.
Really? Well, good, because I just happened to write a little acceptance
Yes,
speech.
however, we are expecting the rest of our congregation before long, and we do need to move on this matter as soon as we possibly can.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure you all agree. Shall we demand Andrew Carpenter's full resignation, effective immediately? I believe we're ready to vote. Shall we, ladies? All those in favor of Andrew's resignation, hands, please. Yes, and those opposed?
I will inform Andrew. Yes, well, I resign.
So do I.
I will not be part of this travesty.
This is nothing short of a lynching.
Majority rules, you know. It's the American way.
They're not very sportsmanlike, are they?
Oh, they'll get over it. And they won't resign either.
Well, what happens now?
Well, we strike while the iron is hot. When Andrew arrives, I will ask for his resignation.
Tonight? Isn't that just a little heartless?
Oh, Norma, darling, there's no time like the present. And the whole congregation will be here. I think we should start the new year off fresh.
Oh, Alexandra, I do like the way you think. I'm going to enjoy working with you.
That, my friend, is Texas mead. The things men swallow to keep our women happy.
Well, knowing you, Pa, Alex has had to swallow her share. Where is she anyway?
Oh, at church at a meeting.
What kind of meeting?
How do I know? She's involved with this vestry thing. They're trying to kick Reverend Carpenter out of the pulpit. They say he's carrying on with the Saber cow.
What? And you let her go?
Let her? Did you ever try and stop a hurricane? And what if he is carrying on with her?
Pa, he isn't. Look, I heard all those rumors in Tidewater yesterday. Upset the whole house.
Oh, and a Merry Christmas to you.
Well, it couldn't have happened at a worse time.
What, because of the holiday?
No, because of Sloan. Pa, he's a sick man.
Sloan, you should be glad he's sick after everything he's done to you.
Sloan's dying, Pa.
Everybody's dying, Clint. I know men like him that hung around for years. Everybody tiptoeing around, afraid at the moment when the shoe's gonna drop. And even if Sloan dies, I want to tell you something. The damage is already done. You will still be alone, and he is the reason. He will be dead, Clint. You and Vicky will still be divorced.
I am beginning to wish that I had never resigned from that vestry board
It
now.
wouldn't have made any difference, and this isn't even going to be a problem. Elizabeth McNamara gets us off her chest, and then we all have a nice Christmas Eve service.
Andrew, I would not be so sure. I have been to those meetings. Elizabeth can be very persuasive and very forceful.
Yes, in my case, do you remember? She had the board of the university screaming for my resignation. It was just right after I became the president of the university. Don't you remember? I mean, I was falsely accused just as you're being falsely accused. Didn't stop her.
I got it.
Cassie,
Hey,
darling?
Virginia. Everyone's in the living room.
Thank you, Cassie.
Sloan.
Renee.
We've both come from church, Andrew.
Really? So how did the meeting go?
Not well. The vote went against you.
What?
3-2, Vicky.
But how is that possible? There aren't 5 members on that board.
Since your resignation, Elizabeth McNamara has taken it on herself to appoint a temporary replacement.
Who?
Landview's latest, newest social watchdog, the very upstanding, very correct Mrs. Alex Buchanan.
Oh, good God.
They'll be asking you to step down, Andrew.
When? They have to confront him face to face.
I'm sure that Elizabeth has already written her speech, and she's likely to corner you when you come in the church.
What, tonight?
Easy.
What? That's preposterous.
Okay, everybody, just relax, please, please. I can handle this.
How?
I'll do what I have to do. I'll go down there, I'll face it head on. I'll go over to the church.
Fine. I'll go down there with you.
So will we.
Dad, no.
I can't let you go through this alone.
I'm not going to go through it alone. Got Cassie. It's my fight. And I really don't want to cry.
Why not?
Don't argue with me. I really don't. I don't want to upset you any further than you already are. When there's something to tell you, I promise I will call. Let's go down and straighten this out. You ready?
Yeah, ready. Let me get River.
Thank you.
As board members, we'll be there with them.
We will.
Vicky?
No, you go ahead. We'll be fine.
We'll talk, darling.
No, you don't. You heard him. It's his fight.
Vicky, He's my son. Like it or not, you know what I have to do.
This better be good.
Better than good. Remember Sam Vance, the detective I hired to help me find Bitsy?
Mm-hmm. Right, Bitsy. Bitsy, who Irene Manning gave her son, Victor Lord's son, to raise. Bitsy, whose real name was Barbara. Bitsy, blah, 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 blah. Come on. Got something new for me, or did you just ruin my evening in order to rehash old stuff?
Poor old Bitsy died 10 years ago.
Oh, that is such a shame. How about the son?
Brought up by Bitsy's husband until he died recently. Sam Vance just got his address up in Chicago. I'm headed up there as soon as I can to try to find the son.
That's it? That's all?
Dorian, that's all I need. I fly up to Chicago. I track down the son.
Oh, come on, David. His name. For goodness sakes, what is his name?
Whose name?
The father. The one that Bitsy married, the one that raised Irene's son. Does he have a name, this man who died recently?
Of course he's got a name. And you know what? Big coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Jones married Irene Manning's cousin.
What did you say?
Bitsy married Irene's first cousin, the guy who just died, the guy that was raising Victor Lord's missing son.
Yes, but what was his name? The name, the...
Peter. Why? Peter Manning. What? Dorian, what's wrong?
Finally, a stretch bra that supports fuller busted women. The new 18-hour Comfort Stretch Styles. Every inch stretches for comfort and support. The 18-hour Comfort Stretch Bras.
Wait for it. Peter Manning?
Look, you've got to calm down.
You don't get it, do you?
Get
you don't
what?
get it at all. Peter Manning. Do you read the newspapers? I mean, how busy is Tina keeping you, for crying out loud? Peter Manning collapsed right here in Landview just a few months ago. Does that ring a bell to you at all? But he was here doing what? Visiting relatives. Oh, for God's sake, David, Peter Manning is Todd Manning's father.
What?
Right. So we now know the name of the heir, the real heir, to the $27 million.
27.8.
My God. Victor Lord's heir is none other than Landview's favorite jailbird, Todd Manning.
Feel free to save the day, Guy. Anytime. Well, what the heck, huh? At least we both know how it's going to turn out. No surprises.
We're not firing anyone, Norma.
No, we're just going to tell him that the vestry voted.
Yes, but do we have Yes, and we're going to ask for his resignation. It's all voluntary.
And all in the best interest of the church. And when Andrew arrives, we'll just
Andrew's here.
Ah, and I know why he is and who told him he should be.
That's right, Elizabeth. I
It's
take
all right,
full
Renee.
responsibility.
Renee, it's all right. I'll handle it. Elizabeth, why don't you say what you have to say, and then it'll be my turn.
All right, Andrew. I promised you that I'd call a meeting. The vestry has met and discussed the affair, and we've voted to ask for your resignation. I'd be happy to tell you our reasons.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, Andrew, I'm so glad you feel that way. We were hoping that you wouldn't force us to take our request to the bishop. Now, may I assume that you agree with the vestry's request and will resign voluntarily? Andrew?
Stop!
Not another word.
Please.
Not another word. I have something to say. And you're going to listen to me.